Good evening, it's Facebook Love number 250. It's another beautiful spring day, and it's Cinco de Mayo, which is very special to many people. I heard on the radio today that even though it's a national holiday in Mexico, that apparently it's celebrated more here in the States. So I read a little bit about it today, more than I knew before, and a friend sent me a beautiful poem. It's very evocative. And then also I found one by Barbara Kingsolver, who's one of my favorite novelists, who writes also some wonderful essays and poetry. And this is a piece from 2016, which I've shared before. So we'll have two today. This first one is called Cinco de Mayo by LuisJ.Rodriguez, and forgive me for my terrible Spanish. Here it is. Cinco de Mayo celebrates a burning people, those whose land is starved of blood, civilizations which are no longer holders of the night. We reconquer with our feet, with our tongues, that dangerous language, saying more of this world than the volumes of textured and controlled words on a page. We are the gentle rage. Our hands hold the stream of the earth, the flowers of dead cities, the green of butterfly wings. Cinco de Mayo is about the barefoot, the untooled, the warriors of want, who took on the greatest army Europe ever mustered, and won. I once saw a Mexican man stretched across an upturned sidewalk near Chicago's 18th and Bishop one 5th of May day. He brought up a near-empty bottle to the withering sky and yelled out a grito with the words, "Que viva Cinco de Mayo!" I knew then what it meant for barefoot Zapoteca indigenas in the Battle of Puebla, and what it meant for me there on 18th Street among los ancianos, the moon-faced children, and futureless youth dodging the gunfire and careening battered cars. And it brought me to that war that never ends, the war Cinco de Mayo was a battle of, that I keep fighting, that we keep bleeding for, that war against a servitude that a compa on 18th Street knew all about as he crawled inside a bottle of the meanest Mexican spirits. That poem is from 1998 by LuisJ.Rodriguez, and a tiny history of Cinco de Mayo. It commemorates the Mexican army's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862. This other poem by Barbara Kingsolver is called Remember the Moon Survives, and it's from 2016. Remember the moon survives, draws herself out, crescent thin, a curved woman, untouchable. She bends around the shadow that pushes himself against her, and she waits. Remember how you waited when the nights bled their darkness out like ink, to blacken the days beyond, to blind morning's one eye. This is how you learned to draw your life out like the moon, curled like a fetus around the shadow, curled in your bed, the little hopeful flowers of your knees pressed against the wall, its mockery of paint, always the little girl colors on the stones of the ordinary prison, the house where you are someone's daughter, sister, someone's flesh, someone's blood. The Lamb and Mary have left you to float in this darkness like a soup bone. You watch the cannibal feast from a hidden place and pray to be rid of your offering. The sun is all you wait for, the light, guardian saint of all the children who lie like death on the wake of the household crime. You stop your heart like a clock. These hours are not your own. You hide your life away, the lucky coin tucked quickly in the shoe from the burglar when he comes. Because he will, as sure as shoes. This is the one with all the keys to where you live, the one you can't escape. And while your heart is stopped, he takes things. It will take you years to learn why you held back sleep from the mouth that opened in the dark, why you would not feed it with the dreams you sealed up tight in a cave of tears, why the black widow still visits you, squeezes her venom out in droplets, stringing them like garnets down your abdomen, the terrifying jewelry of a woman you wore inside, a child robbed in the dark. Finally you know this. You have sliced your numbness open with the blades of your own eyes. From your years of watching, you have grown the pupils of a cat to see in the dark, and these eyes are your blessing. They will always know the poison from the jewels that are both embedded in your flesh. They will always know the darkness that is one of your names by now, but not the one you answer to. You are the one who knows behind the rising, falling tide of shadow, the moon is always whole. You take it in silver through your eyes and hammer it as taut as poems in steel into the fine, bright crescent of your life. The sickle, the fetus, the surviving moon. Remember the Moon Survives by Barbara Kingsolver from 2016. This is Facebook Love. I'll see you again.